mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. For these 2 division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one, so now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. And he is caught. And he will have the Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That's a Titans touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. And we'll step aside and be right back. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got Hamler on the out route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I listen more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter on front. And as a GM...
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here to about the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Emmanuel Forbes. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now. And this will be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and you play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Steps away to his left. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one. Not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Allen. He gets it to Cooks. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. And now they'll throw with Allen. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks from 17 yards out. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Hamlin.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now a short one to Gesicki. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So we have reached halftime here. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
They'll run with Chubb. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
A 6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Chubb. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 5-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Allen going to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 23-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6. 29-yard line.
Now Prescott. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. fair to say hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
18 yards the gain for number 18. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Prescott to throw it. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9. Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he is going to have the Titans 1st down, and that should just about do it.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown.
Run it back, lost everything I ever wanted, want it back, got a problem, never run from a day, get the W, then